Thank you. Thank you all for coming tonight, and thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for putting on this event. My name is Lucy Rogers. I'm running for the Vermont House of Representatives from Cambridge and Waterville. I was originally born in Waterville. I attended Waterville Elementary School and Lamoille Union High School. And after high school, I was faced with the decision of pursuing my interest in academics or pursuing my interest in agriculture. I've grown up with a family cow that I would milk each morning at 4 o'clock before school. I've always worked in the garden and sugared, and so I was interested in going down that road first. I work both in Vermont and throughout the country on small farms and for other small businesses, including 9 months in Alaska, where I worked on a produce farm and for a birch syrup business. And it was those experiences that actually drove me back to the academic side of things, because I saw that wherever I went, these rural communities were facing similar challenges, which stemmed from a lack of real representation for rural areas at governments of all levels. This brought me back east. I started my college career at Harvard University, and after 1 year, realized that Vermont is really where I want to be and where I want to continue to be for the rest of my life, and transferred back to the University of Vermont, where I finished my degree in biology. For me, the interest in rural issues and the interest in making sure that small towns are considered at all levels, at all steps of the legislative process, from the very beginning of writing bills to the deliberation of bills to the final vote, is what drove me to run for the legislature. And throughout my campaign, I've tried to keep it as local and as people-oriented as I possibly can. I've knocked on all 2,000 doors in our district in order to visit people at their homes and make sure that my platform is in line with the needs and challenges that people in Waterville and Cambridge are facing, and that is exactly what I've found. I would like to essentially be working on healthcare affordability and accessibility in Vermont. And in addition, I think that an issue that's particularly important to smaller towns like Cambridge and Waterville is maintaining local control of our schools and ensuring that we are supporting our small schools and not forcing them to close against the wills of the individual towns. In addition, I'm focused on rural infrastructure issues, including public transportation, road quality, and internet, and in supporting our agricultural workers so that we can keep our food shed as local as possible in Vermont. The final thing I'll say before hopefully if you have any other questions, you'll be able to come up and speak with me later after the event. But the final thing I'll say is my opponent and I recently have received quite a bit of national attention for a duet that we performed after our candidates forum. And thank you. What I've tried to emphasize in every interview about this, whether or not it's gotten included in the final piece, is that it really isn't about the two of us. It's about coming from a community where what we've known our whole lives is to respect each other, to listen to different opinions, and to try to work together for what's best for the community, and putting that above all other outside pressure. And what can create a community where that type of attitude is possible is having a real sense of a central focus for the community, which comes from having schools in the community, having businesses in the community, having healthcare in the community, and having agriculture in the community. And in Cambridge and Waterville, we're really lucky to have all of those things, but I see this legislation with a lack of focus on rural areas threatening to take those things away from us. And I want to be a strong voice in the legislature and to use the research I've done and the research that I'll continue to do and the people I've spoken with and the people I'll continue to speak with to be able to stand up for those needs for small towns like Cambridge and Waterville. So I hope I can earn your vote in this upcoming election, and please talk to me tonight or call me or email me if you want to discuss any of my positions further. Thank you.